Alright, Shalom. Starting out giving all glory, all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. This is Yashar coming in with another lesson. And today, I really didn't have a title for this one either, because that's what happens when you create the lesson and you so ready to get it out, you forget to make a title for it. But hold on. These past few weeks, or I say the last 3 weeks, I've been studying King David, which I did a lesson about him last week, and also I've been studying Judas Macabees, okay, which Judas Macabees, it's a book in the Bible, but it wasn't just one person. It started with Mattathias, the son of John, or the son of Yalkanan, the son of Simeon. Okay, I'll just read in first back. I got the whole. I don't know why I ain't reading the verse. Read the whole verse, not just bits and pieces. But starting off, this is how Maccabees starts from the first Maccabees chapter 2, verse 1 to 5. It says, "In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jorib, from Yasharallah, or Israel, and dwelt in Modin," okay? And he had 5 sons: Johanan, called Caddis, Simon, called Thesai, Judas, who is called Maccabeus, and Eleazar, called Avaron, and Jonathan, whose surname was Aphus, okay? And later on in history, after Mattathias died, his son Judas, they basically had like a selection where he selected his son Judas Maccabees to rule over the people. I believe he was basically like the leader of the revolution. You know what I'm saying? Because they go around, man, slewing basically all the heathen nations that ever came across to Israel or the Holy Land and the Holy Temple, and damaged it or destroyed it or vandalized it. All they did was just all the Maccabees did was just go around and got recompensation, if you want to say, just basically recompensed all that upon those heathens. You know what I'm saying? That destroyed our holy temple, and they did that a few times. You know what I'm saying? Against what's his name, Nicanor. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and, since I can reference it, I'll be able to reference. Yeah, Nicanor. And Nicanor was involved in. Okay, Nicanor was a part of the Assyrians. Nope, Salakia. Nope, Nicanor wasn't Assyrian. Nicanor, man, I hate this motherfucker. Anyways, that was just one example of a motherfucker who basically crossed to Israel. You know what I'm saying? And they killed his ass, man. I read that, but they killed his ass, and he was the first motherfucker to die. You know what I'm saying? So basically, man, Judas Maccabees and the army of Israel was going around, you know, slewing people, and he had, you know, different battalions, if you want. You know what I'm saying? He'd pitch his tent, him and his man's tent over here, and you know his brother Jonathan might pitch him and his man's tent in this city. You know what I'm saying? So they was all spread forth, but they all had one mission. You know what I'm saying? That was just basically to recompense and basically revenge on, you know what I'm saying, those heathens that did what they did to the Holy Land, or to the Holy Temple. So we see. Okay, and if you go to first, and I'm just kind of be spread throughout. It ain't really no order in the chapters that I'm be reading from. First Maccabees chapter 7, verse 41 to 44. O Lord, when they that were sent from the king of the Assyrians blasphemed, thine angel went out and smote 104 and 5,000 men. Even so destroy thou this host before us this day, that the rest may know that he have spoken blasphemously against thy sanctuary, and judge thou him according to his wickedness. And they were just talking about Nicanor. And matter of fact, while I'm sitting here playing, keep saying his name, let me find out who the fuck Nicanor, or let me find out. All I gotta do is just, you know, let you know who Nicanor was with. Because you have to, when you include in history, one thing you got to do is be accurate, man. I just can't tell a motherfucker about Nicanor and he was a Greek and he wasn't a Greek. Or he was an Assyrian and he wasn't an Assyrian. So before I even proceed, let's go ahead. You know what? I'm just type his damn name in. Let's see. Even so destroyed thou this host before us this day, that the rest may know that he has spoken blasphemously against thy sanctuary, and judge him according to his wickedness. Right. So that was just Judas Maccabees, you know what I'm saying, praying to the Lord, and just basically acknowledging that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, for he already, put smoked motherfuckers who talk down in Israel or disrespected, you know what I'm saying, the Lord. He already smoked their ass and destroyed them. And shit, and that was time Judas Maccabees was about to line up against Nicanor and his parties. And he was basically reaching out to the Lord again, basically asking for their strength and their protection and the power to destroy Nicanor and them. And trust me, that happened, because we're going to get right into that. So the 13th day of the month Adar, the host joined battle, but Nicanor's host was discomfited, and he himself was slain first in the battle. Now when Nicanor's host saw that he was slain, they cast away their weapons and fled. Right, so these bitch ass motherfucking heathens, you know what I'm saying? Judas Maccabees, they was some bad motherfuckers, man. Like, imagine you got motherfuckers 6'8", 250 pounds, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, buff as fuck, fast as fuck, strong as fuck, running at your ass with a blade and a shield, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's real brute. You talking about brute force and brute strength? Fuck all the steroids and the body enhancers, nigga. Judas Maccabees and his company, nigga, they was them niggas. Niggas around the world knew not to fuck with them. Okay, even though it tells you that, sometimes Israel would only be in peace for about a year or two before another kingdom tried our hand, you know what I'm saying? And kingdoms actually had to band together and join companies just to fuck with us, you feel me? Let's see. Okay, and then if you go to 1 Maccabees chapter 2 verse 61, and thus consider ye throughout all your ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. Right, so in Judas Maccabees, when he put his trust in the Lord, he wasn't overcome for that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna continue some more. It's more to that. Let's see, that's chapter 7 verse 47-50. Hold on. Oh, Salaki, that's chapter 2. I'm going to continue that. Verse 61. Okay, we're just going to start at 52. First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 52. And we're going to end at 61. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Salaki. I'm going to start at 51. Not 52, 51. Called to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall ye receive great honor and everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. Phineas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Jesus, or Yahushua, fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel, in which you can't have, it might be a couple different Yahushuas in the Bible, just like, it might be a couple different Yeshars. I know my name, you know what I'm saying? Just like nowadays, you got a few people named Mark, you got maybe 3 or 4 cousins, you know what I'm saying, got the same name. So if you see Jesus, it ain't always necessarily talking about Yahushua, our Lord and Savior. It could be another prophet. Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land. David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. There you go, King David again, like we said. Possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. That's why, like I said in the last video, King David will be set up as third in command, king of Israel in the kingdom of heaven. Elias, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven. Ain't nothing more beautiful than that. Ananias, Azarias, and Misael, by believing, were saved out of the flame. Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of the lions. And I read all that to read this. And thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. And that's the same type of spirit and the same type of thoughts that we have to have nowadays, man. And shit, and it's a tough man. You gotta have a tough mind state out here, man. And this in the United States of America, I know it's brothers all around the world, but the ones that for the Israelites is in the USA, shit, man. We know how it get. You know what I'm saying? But the word also tells you that look at the ancients. You know what I'm saying? Look what our forefathers did in the trials, tribulations, situations that they was in. Not only did it happen, but it's all wrote down. You know what I'm saying? It's all what's the word? It's all written down, man. It's all history. You know what I'm saying? So if our history is telling us that all you gotta do is put your trust in the Lord, and He will take care of you just like He took care of your forefathers. That's all you need, man. And ain't nothing else gonna overcome you. That's why we have to hang tight to these scriptures and be, you know what I'm saying, be one with the scripts. You feel me? And allow the scripts to be instilled in our minds, because that's where our peace and our hope and salvation and faith gonna come from, is these scripts. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dungeons and worms, right? And that's why, man, we don't, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the false prophets, fuck the preachers and pastors out there that talk the talk but don't walk the walk, you feel me? Fuck anybody out here that's going off and talking about that the universe shit and the universe is my God and I'm my own God and all that blasphemous ass what's that shit called them horoscope signs, the fucking zodiac signs, and all that shit is people leading, you know what I'm saying, following their heart, man. Following the depths of their heart and what makes them feel good, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got dungeons and worms coming, because that ain't gonna lead your ass to nothing but fire and brimstone, in which we know decayed bodies and burned bodies and bones and flesh. All they bring is bugs and motherfucking waste takers, okay? The little creepy crawlers gonna be all in your body. That's all y'all gonna have for believing all that bullshit. We focus on the truth, man. Stay true to the doctrine, you know what I'm saying, that we was brought under. You know what I'm saying? And man, hey, and have all faith and trust in the Lord. All right, we're gonna continue though. Now, okay, I'm gonna read this last little verse, and then I'm gonna get into one last little subject, and I'll be done. First Macabees chapter 7, verse 47, and this is after Nicanor died. This is after they killed Nicanor, bitch ass. Afterwards, they took the spoils and the prey, so they took all their goods, took all their food, and smote off Nicanor's head and his right hand, which he stretched out so proudly. So not only did they kill this bastard ass heathen, but they cut his head off and they cut his hand off. It's like if a motherfucker always, like Donald Trump, how he always doing that little wave and smile, and the motherfucker assassinate his ass and be like, give me that motherfucking hand, nigga, this is my hand now. You don't get this hand back no more. You can't use it no more. That's all they did to that heathen. And it wasn't just for no reason, because this motherfucker attempted to destroy, he destroyed our holy temple, you feel me? So yeah, nigga, you gotta get your fucking, yeah, nigga, we need that, fuck you mean, nigga. And that's the same attitude you gotta have towards these heathens, man. I ain't saying we going around cutting motherfuckers' heads off, because you ain't gonna be nowhere but in an electric chair doing that. But man, we gotta remember, man, that who we are, man. That's all we gotta do is remember who the fuck we are. And they not fucking with us. I know we in captivity right now. I know we're in bondage right now, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things we can't do. But on the spiritual mindset, bro, who gives a fuck about these heathens, man? We the gods of the earth, nigga. We the fuel to the fire, nigga. We gotta have that Judas Maccabee spirit, man. And coming up, Yahushua gonna raise up the elect men with that spirit anyways, but these motherfuckers ain't nothing to us, bro. They spittle to us. Like the words say, man. They ain't nothing but shit on the earth, man. We gotta, it's gonna be our time to shine, alright? And we held down to a lower state right now. But it'll be our time to shine, man. And we finding that light even more and more by every day, man. That's why, you know what I'm saying, we're the children of the light. Children of the light, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. Let's see. Moreover, they ordained to keep yearly this day, being the 13th day of Adar. Thus the land of Judah was in rest a little while. Right. That's why it makes sure to tell you just a little while. Because, you know, like I said, we go a year or 2 years, maybe a few months, maybe 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Everything be easy, be cool. And then, boom, here come the revolution again. Motherfuckers start revolutionizing against us, 2 or 3 armies. You see what the Medes and the Persians had to do? The Medes and the Persians made Medio-Persian. Motherfuckers was like, fuck all this. Motherfuckers getting too strong out here. We got the Greeks to worry about, the Romans to worry about, the Jews to worry about, the motherfucking the Asians to worry about. Fuck all that, man. You see what the Medio-Persians did, but that just shows you, man, how Israel, we ain't never been no scrubs. We ain't never been no just. That's why we the top nation on the earth, man. That's why we the top people. We the strongest, most intelligent, most smart, and the most beautiful people on this earth. And that's what the fuck that is. Come on now. Something about that we're melanated, man. That's the fuck it is. That's the truth. That's the honest truth right there, alright? It don't get no better than Israel, man. But we gotta come back to our heritage though. That's the only way we get to experience all the goods. We gotta come back to our heritage, our true heritage. And what you know, the ones in the lake, we waking up and we on the job, you feel me? So if you turn it over, well, I'm gonna turn this over. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Hold on. This is Isaiah chapter 20, verse. So like Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20 to 21. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpast. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth shall also disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. And hey, man, that's real. That's shit, motherfucker. Letting you know, all the body bag. Cause I remember I was having this conversation with somebody at work. I'm like, it's fucking right 2 years ago. I'm like, damn, man, all these people dropping dead, dying for this disease. I'm like, nigga, I don't know nobody in my job that got it. I don't know nobody in the streets that I just see falling out, or I don't see no body bags. I'm like, damn, what's up? And then you get to learn, you know what I'm saying, about propaganda and, you know, blah, 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 and, you know, the one word order, you know what I'm saying? But then you talking about body bags, nigga, we ain't even seen that yet. That's the whole prophecy that we got to see. Because it said what? It said the earth shall also disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. So that's what the fuck that mean, man? It ain't gonna be no peaceful, you know what I'm saying, walk through the park and walk out in the park and on the concrete. And, nah, niggas gonna be body bags. Niggas it's gonna be so much death and destruction and chaos that a motherfucker ain't gonna get. That motherfucker gonna see a dead body and don't give a fuck about it. It's gonna be normal to them. Okay? And all that comes with martial law, like the revolution. This is the end times, remember that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers start putting on them erratic ass, doomsday prepper ass spirit, and the militia ass spirits, and them fight for the people ass spirits, and they gonna get busy, man. Like I told the Akims a while back, I said Texas gonna get real busy because everybody in Texas on the gun. I don't own a gun, but everybody in Texas on the gun. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker making it cool and illegal to own a gun in Texas, so they gonna get real busy. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a bloodbath out here, man. Okay. Damn, walk close. And you know what? I think I'm gonna use this second part out of Macabees. I'm gonna use that as a second lesson because this is a lot too. This is a whole different lesson. This is a whole nother lesson. Okay, so I'm gonna get into that. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. But yeah, I will have another lesson. You know, it's like Yahweh Shah, Lord willing, it'll be today. But I think I'm just need to drop that today. But yeah, man. So we'll continue in the next video. You know what I'm saying, on Judas Maccabees and getting more into the Roman Senate and in comparisons to the U.S. Senate. Okay. But you know, Lord willing, that was edifying. You know what I'm saying? This is part one. You know, like I said, I ain't even got a title, man. I'm just rolling with what I was going with, flowing, rolling with the flow, going with the flow. You feel me? So with that, we're gonna give all glory, all praise to how about Shemi Awashai, God of Israel, to 12 tribes of Israel. To the next video, which I'll be starting a little bit. Shalom.